the power of creation. The imagination power that you hold in your brain can change your life, can change your environment, and can fulfill any achievable things that you want to complete into life, right? So you have to think of it like this. Your brain, your thoughts, your energy that you hold yourself as a person is so powerful because you can literally control whatever you want to do in life. What I mean is that the power of creation comes in the power of imagination. You have to let your brain go. You have to let your brain, your mindset, all the terms that you have currently right now, you have to replace them into now a much more open-minded brain, an open-minded mindset. What I mean by open-minded is that you have to relive yourself into thoughts that you actually want to think about. You actually want to, focus on instead of just being programmed by the outside, by all the bullshit, all the distractions, all the normalized things that are keeping you not a successful person. You have to make sure you come alignment with the things that you want to do in life, right? Because everybody has a dream. Everybody has a goal. Everybody wants to do something. Everybody wants this, they want that. So, they imagine themselves getting that. But there's a difference between imagining yourself getting that and actually putting it into a real image into yourself, right? And that's what I want to talk about. Typically, when it comes to imagining the things that you want in life, you have to think through what is the things, what is the person, what is the routine, what is the food, what is the health body it's gonna be whenever you imagine the person that you want to be like, right? So when it comes to imagination can come in any ways. You can use it into creating your own business, wanting to do anything in life, or in general just like having your own thoughts and basically just be programmed by your own unconscious mind. Because think about it like this. If you're thinking for other people, if you've been getting all your thoughts by other people, your friends, your environment, your family, you're not basically thinking for yourself, man. You're thinking for other people, and that's not basically using your own imagination. And that's what I mean by opening your open-minded mindset. You have to open yourself into new thoughts. You have to open yourself into your own data, your own terms that your brain has gotten by experience, and the things that you grew up with. Because at the end of the day, like I said, man, if you're getting controlled by other people's thoughts and you're not doing your own thing just because you don't know, and you think it's better for people to tell you what to do, and you don't really feel any like self-trust in you, that's nothing, bro. Like you're so first and foremost, what do I want in life? What do I need to accomplish? What do I think that I see in my brain? What are the things that I love to do? What is the change that I'm gonna do to my environment? All these things are just gonna come into imagination. Imagination comes with thoughts. You have to know a good time whenever you and your brain are using your subconscious mind. Because think about it like this. Right now, your conscious mind, it takes up everything that you do at the present moment. But your unconscious mind is basically all the thoughts that you don't think about. All the thoughts it's decision made by nature. It's on your free will, on yourself, how do you say, on your self decision. It's not really you making a decision, it's your self decision, right? So what I'm trying to say is that when it comes to using your imagination, it's when we dream, right? When we go to sleep. So at nighttime, whenever our conscious mind is asleep and our subconscious mind is working 24/7, it's basically the best time to do it. Because once you start programming your unconscious mind, which is whenever you're sleeping, whenever you're not really using your brain, you're not really aware, you're just sleeping, right? You're taking a rest or so. That's when you start implementing this imagination. So, okay, I'm gonna start imagining myself as a wealthy man, as a man that gets money. Now your unconscious mind is gonna start feeding from that, and then whenever you wake up, you automatically are just gonna feel rich. You're automatically just gonna feel wealthy. That doesn't mean that typically you're gonna get money right there. That everything is not gonna be like that, right? But typically what I'm trying to say is that now your energy, now your perspective is gonna be much more different. Since you were sleeping, all your brain has been feeding off. It's just you imagining yourself being a rich guy, being wealthy, getting all this money, living in a mansion, getting your dream car and so, right? So that's what it is. That's what you need to use your imagination power. that's how powerful it is. Because once you can change of thought, and you know, instead of thinking all the negative thoughts, all the problems, all the wrong things that and all the distractions that are keeping you low, it's not really benefiting you at all. But that's exactly why you gotta start using your imagination power in the nighttime, or whenever as soon as you wake up. Since you know, whenever you wake up, you're automatically just having your sense of a conscious mind. You know, you're realizing that you're awake. Okay, like now I gotta do my routine, blah blah. Now, as soon as you start thinking about the same thoughts you were dreaming about, it's all gonna come with you, and it's gonna come alignment with the attraction. If you keep this consistent enough, you start thinking of like as a rich guy, as a rich person, as a wealthy person, everything is gonna come to you because that's all your thoughts. Those are your thoughts, and that's how manifesting works. Basically, what I'm talking to you about is manifesting. But a lot of people get manifesting wrong because they think just by saying it and just, you know, just thinking of it, it's gonna bring them. No, when it comes to your subconscious mind, it's because you start feeling like it, and your emotion is gonna start getting connecting with it at a much more deeper level, right? So imagination, the power of creation is so important because you can implement this in everything. It doesn't necessarily have to be money. It doesn't necessarily have to do with yourself. It could be anything. Okay, you want to retire your parents. Okay, how are you gonna retire your parents? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna change it? Well, when are you gonna retire your parents? When are you gonna retire them from? In a bigger house? Like now, like are they gonna have a pool? Like, you know, it comes with specifics on it because at the end of the day, you're not just thinking of the solution. You're thinking of how you're gonna do it, the specifics. And you know, it's kind of like a plan, but that plan is coming up together because your emotion is like being attracted to it, and that's what it is, right? The important thing about it is that you start feeling like it. The thing is, like, ever since we were born, we will always living in doubt. We will always living in fear. We will always grow up being judged by our own creations of our mindset. And it all began by going to school, right? We were always judged, and just by the people that don't even align on what we do. As like, let's say you have a different goal from all your friends, right? Let's say you wanna, you know, you wanna own a business, but they wanna do something else. They wanna work in a 9 to 5. That's what I mean. Some people who are judging your goals just because they don't align and they don't see the same vision as you, it's always going to contradict on what you want to do in life. So what I'm trying to say is that we always been growing up by living in doubt or negative or not believing in ourselves, because that's basically what we've been hearing around our environment, the circle that we always put each other, right? And that's the thing. Whenever you actually start visualizing yourself, actually start feeling the emotion, you're not gonna care about what anybody says, because you're starting to realize who you are. You're starting to realize what your purpose is. You're starting to realize what you need to do in life, and it's all gonna come within. Because as long as you have your own thoughts, as long as you have your own beliefs and morals and standards, that's exactly why you start evolving from other people. And this is why it's so important, because a lot of people, they don't see the same vision that you have. Some people have different visions. Some people have a different liking terms. Everybody was different. Everybody has a different liking taste of things they want to do in life, and just a different purpose. And that's exactly why, if your friends are not aligning with your vision, that's exactly why you gotta cut them off. Because if they don't align with your vision, they don't fit in your circle. They don't fit in the tribe. They don't fit in the culture. They don't speak the same language that you do. They're speaking Spanish. You're speaking English, right? So when it comes to imagination, keep your imagination to yourself, right? But also start viewing yourself as that imaginative person. Because once you start acting like that imaginative person, you're basically aligning with your higher self. And like I said, like I mentioned before, you're gonna start attracting everything. And that's how manifestation works. That's basically what it is. It's so easy. It's so easy. And every day, it's not gonna be like a guarantee, right? But keep it consistent. Keep it consistent. Don't have a day whenever you gotta, okay, you know what, I'm gonna go back to my old ways and do this and do that. No, you gotta make every choice that you make here, and when it comes to any decisions in life, any long-term decisions, you have to make sure, ask yourself these questions. Is this gonna bring me any health? Is this gonna bring me any love, any money, or any knowledge? Because if it's not, then what are you doing it for? Why? Exactly, right? Exactly. So typically, every time you have a decision to make sure it's aligning with your purpose. Because if it's not, you're basically just being distracted, and you're not being you're not basically taking full control of your own decisions. You're just going by the trend and going by other people's decisions, which is true. A lot of people tend to do that, and that's exactly why they go back to their old selves. Oh yeah, bro, like I did envision myself doing this, but like I don't know, man. Like, no, bro, like. Do you still want to do the same thing? No. Do you still want to do the same thing that as you wanted to when you imagined yourself as doing that? Then why you stop doing it? Some people just get comfortable, and that's exactly why you gotta keep it consistent. Keep doing the same thing over and over, and everything is gonna come to you. Everything is gonna come to you. Because at the end of the day, it's not it's not about you thinking differently. It's about you implementing the change, your whole mindset, so you can start living from that and actually start attracting everything that you need, right? But yeah, man, that's been Fredo. Welcome Fredo Saga Dimension Expansion. This video is so important. It's about how you can start attracting that your life you want. But the power of creation and imagination is it's a life changer, because basically your imagination is basically your own thoughts, your own energy. And we all grew up ever since we were kids. We all grew up having the same likeness, the same data terms, uh, the same love that we had for things in life, and we grew up based on that, right? We go based on that, so that all the things that you love to do as a child, why not do them today? Officially, that doesn't mean that you gotta play toys. You got no anything that you love to do while growing up. If you still love it, why are you not doing it? Why not? What's one